Hello, everyone, and welcome to Telione, Season 2, Episode 51. In the last episode, our adventurers, the Sunbringers, continued on forward through the Dathic Jungle. Sir, do you want to go away, please, Mr. Stinkbug? Continued through the Dathic Jungle in search of the Stormmane Tribe. Having moved most of the way there, they were about a day and a half's travel away. Not having much issue with the upcoming day, Enos brought up the very important point that the Stormmane Tribe is known as trappers within the jungle, and that the next few miles could be very detrimental, seeing that you guys were approaching a very dangerous point. Moving carefully, sometimes you guys moved forward, trying to build a sculpture of one of Enos's family members, almost falling into a few traps. Continuing forward, Enos got hit by one of these traps after Elanora got shot from quite a distance away by an extremely large arrow. This is where you all met. Alexandria and Sartine. I believe Sartine, my bad. And they assisted you the rest of the way to the Stormmane Tribe, kind of not excitedly. They were just telling you all to leave, to get away, things of the sort. But no, you all continued forward, because that is your goal. Made it to the tribe to find out that Alister is the chief, not the one who you thought would be. And he had a much more aggressive approach to everything. On the sight of Enos, he wasn't very happy, seeing that a betrayer had come back. Combat ensued, where it was started as a 1v1 and then turned into a mess, where after a long period of combat, Elanora full dying, being brought back, and then continuing to fall over 4 more rounds later, it all ended with a magic missile to Alister's back to fall upon Enos's sword. Enos has now killed 2 of his tribe members. In a very small tribe, that's a high percentage. So where we start today is still in a somewhat intense spot. Seeing as Elanora is still bleeding out. Kai is still bleeding out. And there are 3 other Stormmane people down on the ground. We're in a vague initiative. What are you all doing?
Do you want us to roll again?
No.
Okay.
Let's see if I still have the initiative order from last time.
It's still up on my screen.
Pop up. I didn't have Roll20 open. That's on me. Ah, Giltesh and then Grenjar. Great. Grenjar is a menace. Oh boy.
Wasn't he... I don't know if he failed or he succeeded his... what's it called? Persuasion? Because what's his face threw something shiny? Kuvar threw something shiny.
Yes.
Yeah, I do remember that.
That is true. And I do remember him going through Giltesh for that. I think 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Grenjar just steamrolls straight over you, Giltesh. Give me a strength saving throw.
Oh, God. Don't say shit next time, y'all. 7.
You are prone now as he just... As you go, this is over, to Sartine, and then you see a knee coming straight at you and you just get decked straight to the ground. Elanora, you have your turn and then you take damage. What are you doing? You're at 1 hit point right now. You're muted.
I had gone down
You did go down?
again.
Then give me a death
I
saving
did go
throw.
down because I was still bleeding out.
Yes, you only have 1 arrow in you, luckily enough.
Wait, is me going prone? Is that my turn?
Well, you finished the initiative last time.
Oh, okay.
Because you did magic missile.
That's right. Okay.
Unless you want movement or bonus. I guess is still on the table.
No, it would have been my action to try to remove the thing from Elanora.
Okay.
But I don't think it matters. So
Understood.
I rolled a 9.
Okay. On Sartine's turn. Good, good. I need you to roll high there, champ, and you didn't do that. Awesome. She is very fixated on you, Giltesh, I am sorry to say.
it's okay. I would be too.
Mm-hmm.
You're very nice. Especially when you're on ground now. She raises her hatchet up high. It has advantage on you for her 2 attacks. 20
fighting.
20 total to hit. She hasn't noticed that Alister is down because she has a tent, a rock, and other stuff in her way. And a 21 to hit.
yeah, I can't even.
Wow,
shoot.
man, snake eyes, huh? Awesome. You take 8
Really?
points of slashing damage. She just goes up and down on you as I rolled 2 1s for damage.
Thank you. I don't have a lot of hit.
And then she goes to like kind of start to straddle you as she's gonna start to try and rip your head off within the next few rounds.
Hey, yo.
Doesn't fly like that.
Yeah, let's do a perception check. Good perception check. She looks over and she can see Alister on the ground with Enos standing above, and her mood immediately changes. Enos, it is your turn.
Do I know of? Is he wearing like? Is there a symbol for the chief or something?
Usually it would be the crown. Give me a history check. I know this is definitely not your strong suit.
Definitely not. So let's hope for something good. I have a -1 to it. Okay, I rolled a 14, so 13 total.
The weapon he was using is like an old artifact of your tribe that just hasn't been used in a very long time. And there was reason for why it wasn't used, but you don't know what that reason was. Mother might know.
Cool.
But other than that, there isn't really any insignia that he was the chief, more than he was the biggest and loudest. And that's how he won it over.
Probably a bad idea. I'm just gonna yell out to anyone. I don't really know who's paying attention, who's on our side or not anymore. I'm just gonna yell out. The fighting is over, and I will take his weapon and raise it up
Okay.
and just say, the rightful family is back in power. Stand down.
Give me a persuasion or an intimidation. If you use intimidation, you can use your strength as your
Okay.
modifier.
Will definitely do that. Because I believe I'm still raging.
Sure.
Should still be raging. Okay. Ooh, that's good. 18 plus 5. Fuck. 23?
Okay. You see the several people that are still watching, like Rija, Surmage, they're just like, yes, this is finally, we have 2 people that are actually meant to be here. Sartine looks at Giltesh, looks at you. Okay, Mr. Dragon, you can stay, I guess. And she gets up.
Thank you.
Grenjar, still not paying attention. Not an ounce of brain cells in that poor guy.
Oh, Grinjar.
And
If I have anything else I can do, I'll just run over to my mother.
okay. We're only in initiative because we're doing death saves. Elanora, you fail another death save because of the bleeding.
Great.
So you're at 2 down.
Mm-hmm.
Alexandria runs over to you. She will try and remove it. She rolled bad again. That thing is still in your leg, so someone's going to have to help you. Kai, what are you doing?
How many rounds does it take to get to a minute?
10.
It's 10 from the person's death, or just in general?
10 rounds from the person's death is 1 minute.
Oh, okay.
Because every round of combat is 6 seconds.
Okay. Ooh. All right. So, okay, so I'm gonna go over to Alexandria. And I'll use my action to help pull out the arrow.
Are you pulling it out, or are you giving her the help action?
Is she already trying to? What would be faster? I don't know.
I will say that if you give her the help action, Elanora will die.
Never mind. I'll do it myself.
So give me a medicine check to try and
Can
rip out the
can
broken piece.
Can I say anything since I'm right there?
Yeah, you can talk. Talking can happen at any point.
Okay, because I don't know if that would, I don't want to sway anything, but I was just like, if you heal her, I can help remove it. I can't heal her.
Yeah, because as long as you keep putting health into her, she will not die. She will just reset death saves.
Okay.
Yeah, she's already at 2 failed, so.
Yeah, it's a really weird mechanic that's happening here.
And we don't need to use another diamond.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna. Yeah, I'll roll to take it out then.
Okay. And then you could healing word as a bonus action if you'd want.
That's kind of what I was planning on.
There you go.
That is a 17.
That is much better than a 4. So it was a higher DC because she had already broken it, but 17 is still plenty enough. You basically mold earth on your finger and just stick your finger all the way through the arrow hole to push out the rest of the arrow that was stuck within her leg. So now healing her will be much more effective than it was.
Yeah, and I'll pump a
Fireball.
If only I had fireball. I will pump a healing word, and I'll use the rest of my movement to make my way to Enos and the other people who are dying. So
Okay.
healing word's a what? It's a 1d4.
It's a 1d4, and you accidentally rolled it on
my
roll
fault.
20, and you rolled a 1. So 5
Damn.
total.
Hey, healing's healing.
Yeah.
You can take the 5. And the words that I will say as I'm moving over to Enos is get up, and I'll make my way.
It's always funny to me because in a video game there was a skill that you could tell someone to get up off the ground if they were downed, and they would just say, "Get the fuck up." It's like, it's so funny and mean. So Elanora, you are back. We are out of initiative, theoretically. I guess I should be rolling death saves for the other 4.
Can I actually check? Can I check to see if they're breathing?
Give me a medicine check
Yeah.
as I secretly roll
I'm
dice
proficient,
behind you.
actually. Let me see.
Interesting.
proficient.
Interesting.
So that'll be a 10.
Mm. They are breathing.
Okay.
They are just knocked unconscious for the most part.
Whew.
What
I'll
is this?
yell back. They're alive, but they do need help. But somebody check on my dad. I don't know if he's still breathing.
Which one is that one? As Brian, I don't remember which one.
The one that you're almost standing on top of, 10.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Oh, he's right there. All right. Cool.
Yeah, and he has succeeded on all of his death saves that he was making. So he's
No.
back. He's at 1 hit point, but unconscious as well. As you see this rather old figure, she has pure white hair down to her middle back. You see tattoos of eyes seem to be covering her entire face. That almost cover the fact that she has this darker gray skin to her. Compared to most of the other people within the tribe, she looks like most of her muscles have been deteriorating from being many years older than everyone else. And actually looking at her face, it almost seems like her eyes have cataracts. But she's kind of in between these two main groups right now. She's in between Kai and Giltesh and Enos and his mother. And she's just standing there, looking either side. Not really saying anything at the moment.
Is she also a human, or is she Goliath? Because you said gray skin.
It's more on the Goliath side. She doesn't really have the height of a Goliath, but you've kind of noticed with Enos that there's some kind of human Goliath mixing
Yeah.
to get to the point that the tribe is at now.
Okay. I will. What are other people doing? Are they watching her, or are they more focused on us?
They're just kind of in shock. The ones that just like approached out of their tents were just watching, and they're kind of just conversing to each other after Alister has gone down. And Enos making the statement that the rightful heirs are back.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Can I? We're not in initiative anymore, right?
No, we're not.
So I'm gonna make my way to Enos, and I will start doing the healing. And
Yeah, you go into the crater. That
yeah,
was what Blood Bomb was able to do.
and I'm trying to see if I have a spell that does a multicast situation. I will. Healing Spirit. That's what I'll do.
That is one that would do that. You just gotta drag their bodies through it.
Yeah, it'll be one at a time.
I get to roll more death saves. Oh no, that's a 1. Good. That's another 1. Why do my dice hate me?
So for the whoever, I'm kind of just looking at Enos as I'm doing everything for the spell. These are your family members, so I'm leaving it up to you. And you see a kind of a butterfly kind of emerges from Kai's hands, creating this space for healing. And I'm looking at you to say, who do you want me to heal first? Enos.
My mother. First. If you need, I need to pass her through it, or how does this work?
Just bring her close to me, and my magic will do what it will do.
Okay.
The butterfly kind of just floats over and kind of lands on her chest and sits there. And it's for each bonus action, and it heals. I'm trying to remember how we did it last time. Healing Spirit. It's 1d6 for each bonus action. So, and it lasts for up to a minute. So, Monty,
Yeah, easy enough. You can get it to everyone.
Okay.
They're not in such a critical state that they need to be doing death saves at this point.
Okay.
Elanora and Giltesh, what are you all doing?
Just laying on the ground, honestly.
Yeah, there's a nice bedroll right next to you. Just snuggle up for a bit.
I guess I would just be. I can't do any kind of healing stuff.
You can
So I
do
guess
reverse
just kinda
healing.
Yeah, I cast Fireball at 5th level.
Perfect. I was already playing on a new campaign anyway. Let's go.
Yeah. I guess I just kind of like lean up against like the log that me and Sartine are at, and I just kind of just stare at her, just like breathing.
Yeah, she just sits down. So, where are you from?
I don't know.
Well, that ended
I'm
my
not-
thought process then, I guess.
Sorry, I'm not trying to be rude. I just don't remember.
Well, shit. So much for trying to make friends with a lizard.
No, that doesn't have to be the only attempt.
No, it was. And she stands up and walks away.
I understand.
She goes over and starts petting the fire dog. Because that seems more normal than you.
That's fair. That's fair.
Ember's just like looking at her, just getting patted, like, what the fuck is happening?
I'm like, I don't know. Has Ember always been out?
Yeah,
Ember
he's always in like a little puppy form.
Okay. I was just like thinking for like Giltesh, but like, has he seen Ember yet? That's
Yeah.
the reason why I asked. Okay.
Alexandria is just kind of just standing there and starts having a conversation with Mother.
Oh, okay. Enos, while we're in this crater and I'm healing, we need to talk.
What is it?
DM, can I take him into the...
We can't do that anymore because that will ruin my whole overlay.
Okay,
Damn
that's
it.
fine.
You can just ask for headphones off.
Oh yeah, I'll ask for headphones off then.
And we'll just like tap when we want you guys to come back. So goodbye, Catherine and Ian.
Enos, what just happened was awful. I mean, I'm happy that people are back up, and I'm happy that this happened, but I can't keep up my side of the promise anymore if she's gonna keep running in like that. You told me to protect her, and I can't do that if she's not making it easy for me. I have one more option that's in my brain, but I know you're not gonna like it. If she doesn't let me help, later on, Ember was teaching me a spell called Gias, and it's not the nicest way to go about it, but if she breaks the command, her brain will just get jumbled a bit. And it would be an everyday thing. I don't want it to resort to that. So I'm asking you, what do you want me to do? Because I don't want to have to go into her tent every night casting this on her to make sure she follows.
Things from now on are going to be, I feel, are going to be a lot more dangerous. Let me talk to her. If any one of us should jump in headfirst into anything, it should be me.
No, I know she'll listen because I already told her if she does something stupid again, I won't heal her. Which, it was in the heat of the moment. I saw her bones get squashed and I had to meld them back together with a diamond, and that was horrific. Don't even get me started about it, but I like healing people who want to live. Is the best way I can put it.
Let me talk to her.
Okay. If there's anything I can do, let me know, please, because it just reminded me of how before when I was here with everyone, it was here, the issue was here, she was doing things and it was fine. And then now it's still here, now that I'm back. And then she tried attacking you a while back, and it put me in a weird position of having to take sides. And I don't want to do that, but I'm choosing everyone else's safety over hers. If she flies out of hand, I'm choosing your safety and now Giltesh's safety over hers. So please, please make a choice.
I understand. Okay. I do. When I asked you to look after her, protect her, it was more for from myself.
I know. I caught the tail end of both of your conversation. I can read lips.
Right. Wait. We'll talk about that later. I don't think I knew that.
You didn't.
But-
The time that I told you, I said don't ask how. But
Mhm.
yeah, I can read lips.
Okay. But the point is, after the Underdark, all of us changed. It was very rough down there. And I understand that, losing Raskus for you and basically becoming our only healer, I guess, or main healer, is a rough position to take on. I trust your judgment, Kai.
I
More
just
than
want to
anyone
be
can.
appreciated, Enos. And I
And
feel like she doesn't.
She appreciates you. She does. She just lets her emotions cloud her judgment.
I
which
just
I'm
hope.
sure is something you can understand.
I do. I just hope that her actions reflect her heart. Because it doesn't feel the same. Anyway.
The other day I probably would have said they did, but now I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I still want to make sure that all of you guys are safe.
I understand.
And I don't mean for you all to get dragged into this.
It's understandable. I get it. We have to bring people together. It's fine. I just care more about the both of you at the moment. And I care about her as well. I have my priorities.
Okay. I'll talk to her.
Okay.
Thank you, Kai.
Thank you.
Do you want me to bring these three back inside, or you want to just leave them here?
No, you guys can. It's fine. If anyone needs more healing or anything, you can just bring them to me.
Usually we'd be bringing them to Mother, but glad you stepped up. That was cool.
I'm after all of this, I feel like I should help. So.
All right. I'll bring these three back to the main house, and if you need to see them later, you absolutely can. Enos, how are you? As Kuvar's like looking down, kind of shameful of what he's done.
Uvar, thank you. Yes, please just take them inside. Just to make sure they're looked over.
Yeah, he grabs all three of them with how jacked he is and takes them away.
And then I'll start making my way over to my father.
Stepping over Alistair's body.
Yep.
You see Mother is just standing over Alistair. You know, he was a mean boy, but you don't have to kill him like this, Enos. You were never that child.
No. I guess I wasn't. And I do wish things could have ended differently. But he wouldn't listen.
Well, you have shown that you are stronger. I think he has to listen now. That is his mantra, isn't it?
Are you saying he's not dead, or are you saying you want to bring him back?
I'm saying I can bring him back. And for the strength of the tribe, I probably should.
Oh.
I'll hold on to his weapon, but yes.
It was never his weapon in the first place.
Do you know where it came from?
Yes, it's been locked away for 300 years?
Why?
Because it did what he did. Made him
Was
more destructive.
the weapon?
We like to think so. The person who originally wielded it was not of right mind. So, when likewise people take hold of the weapon, it's never good.
Likewise, you mean weak-minded, weak-willed,
Aggressive-willed.
aggressive?
When someone wants to rule with an iron fist, it does not bode well.
How did he find it?
That I'm still not sure of. Because it is the responsibility of Mother to keep it safe, locked away. I do not know how he found it.
Well, let's hope you're right, and it was the weapon.
Because you grew up with him. He was always cocky, but this was extreme even for him.
I've been gone for a long time. Nothing would have surprised me.
It's been about 2 months. Long enough for things to go awry.
Yeah. Thank you. You're right, for the strength of the tribe. Please.
As the most important living heir at the moment, seeing as your father is still not waking up, your word is what we follow for now. Until he's
And,
healthy again.
Okay. And, I'll hold on to this, if you don't mind. I won't use it, but I feel like it'll be safer with me.
She doesn't reply, she just stares you down and doesn't say anything. As she kneels down at Alister's head and starts focusing.
I'll continue my way.
Can I help her?
If you'd want, yeah.
I do.
You just sit next to her. Good healing out there. Very impressive. You don't see it very often.
Thank you. I'm kind of new, believe it or not.
Well, I would not believe you. I would call you a liar. You're a natural.
Thank you.
This
Mother.
fucking stink bug. Go away. It has fallen twice in front of me. Just focus on the heart and focus on the earth. That will help us here.
Okay.
And then Enos heads over to his father. Giltesh and Elanora still just relaxing.
I think by this time I've probably sat up so I could, but I honestly just am really overwhelmed by the destruction and just the shock of everything that happened and how quickly it went down. That I'm just kind of sitting and watching just in disbelief. I'll go ahead and heal myself more too. Yikes.
Oh, did Grinjar come over?
Yeah, he kind of takes a few steps over. I caught shiny. No, what was his voice? I don't remember his voice. It was just really dumb.
I caught shiny.
I got shiny. Oh, Alistair's down.
Yeah.
Oh well. As he sits
No.
down right behind you, Giltesh, and you just feel the ground shake.
Oh, hello, Grinjar.
Hello, little lizard man. Pat, 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 pat.
Thank you.
Your neck hurts afterwards.
It looks like Enos is going to be the new leader.
Oh, that's cool. I've always thought he was dumb.
I have another shiny. Would you like a shiny?
Now you speak Granjar's language.
Okay, I give him a gold coin.
He eats it.
Ah.
That was not tasty, Mr. Lizard.
It wasn't intended for you to eat.
Oh.
It's okay.
Oh. Shiny no eat. Huh.
Yeah, no, don't eat shiny.
He stands up and walks over to Emil and just starts having a conversation about why you don't eat shiny now.
That's good. Can I? Fuck, man, I got nothing. See, I'm glad that Kai started helping. I thought about counterspelling the Revivify for Alister, but I changed my mind. That'd be silly, kind of goofy though. I am thinking about. I guess I'm just gonna. Can I walk over to Sir Mage?
Sure.
Okay, I like his name.
Yeah, you walk over, and I have to find him. You see that there's this gray-skinned man, floppy blonde hair. It kind of falls into his face, barely hiding the fact that he's wearing glasses. And getting a really good look at him, most of his body is covered in dark tattooed ink. Which, a very good look at him, he's not a very strong-looking individual. But because of the tattoos, the way he's designed them make him look a little bit bigger than he is.
Kind of like one hand, kind of like holding like my side from like the axe wounds that are that are in me. I hold out my other hand, got the little praying mantis on my shoulder, and my name is Giltesh. Pleasure to meet you.
Well, it's very nice to meet you too, sir.
Oh. I'm sorry about all this.
Yeah. I haven't really left my tent since Alister started doing what he was doing. So the fact that he's been taken down is really good. Are you here to like fix more of the problems or just that one?
What are the other problems?
He looks over at Rija.
What are the other problems we've been having?
Giltesh, by the way.
Hello.
Rija.
We don't have really many other problems besides the fact that we're a fairly small tribe, I guess? I don't know. Don't mind him, Mr. Giltesh Lizard.
That's fine.
He's not used to interacting with other people. As she like grabs him by the head and like turns him around and throws him towards one of the tents.
Yeah. That's understandable. I don't have. I might have experience talking to people. I'm not sure. I'm sorry that it turned out like this.
Yes, from what I've heard about this tribe, this isn't the first occasion where tyranny has taken over, sadly to say. This tribe has had a very long history, from what I've heard. As you're talking to a, she looks to be almost completely human. She's much shorter than everyone else. She's about 5.5 feet tall, dark skin, dark eyes, a set of glasses, and wearing a yellow dress. I've just been with them for a little while doing some research on why they are what they are.
Research, you say?
A little bit, yes. Nothing too interesting.
Just about, like, the people?
Trying to figure out their history and how they've gotten to the point they are now. Since there's been other Stormmane tribes or people trying to be the Stormmane tribe within this world.
I see. Well, if you ever, do you plan on publishing this book?
Eventually, if I ever get enough of the correct answers that I need. At this point, it's a very biased writing.
I see. Well, if you ever publish it, I'll make sure to get a copy of it.
Oh, very nice of you.
And then just kind of walk back over to, start just making my way towards everybody else now.
Okay.
Do a little circle like a little dog.
Just parading around.
Yeah, just kind of flapping my feet around.
Enos, you walk over, you see your father there. Just not as strong as he used to be. Looks like he struggled to get any type of food while he was in prison. You had seen the state of the prison he was in, so wasn't a great place to be. But he got out before any of the events of the Tansian family, lucky enough. Who knows what he might be if he was in that prison when they arrived. Alexandria's just sitting next to him. She's put his head in his lap, just trying to keep him relaxed.
Can I crawl over and just dump my last remaining lay on hands into 10?
Sure.
Okay, so that'll be 5 hit points.
He's feeling pretty good right now, but his body's been through so much that's still not really waking up.
I just kind of kneel next to him. Put my hand on his chest just to whisper. Guess I'm gonna have to wait a couple more days to get answers from you, old man, huh? I'll look at Alexandria and I'll look at Elanora. Just thank you.
Wait, is this your father?
Yes. Tougher than he looks, apparently. He's getting beaten. We got here somehow. Still breathing.
Yeah, he has gone through an entire day of getting his ass kicked, so not shocked he's sleeping it off now.
As far as I know, he's been in prison for a couple of years, so I'm surprised he was able to handle that.
You really think a Stormmane would let prison bring them down? Who's gonna beat us? A bunch of pirates? I don't think so.
You're right. Thank you again, Alexandria, for trusting in me.
You might want to thank your Dragonborn friend, because he just kept speaking up, and he wasn't wrong. But it takes some intelligence to realize that, and you know us, we don't have that.
I'm just glad you do. If you would have fought against us, I don't think we'd be having this conversation right now.
We might. The rest of your friends probably not. Because you know I wouldn't be able to kill you.
I'm sorry.
You should be. And she lays 10 down and just walks away.
I guess Eleanor's right in front of me, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to thank you for jumping in, but I also want to be mad at you. I want to thank you because I don't know if I would have survived had I just fought him on my own. But regardless of that, it was my fight to take.
You were stupid to try to take it on your own.
No, but this was my problem. It's my family, my tribe. I know you guys were here, but you should have listened to Kai and waited a while.
I don't think you understand what being part of a team means. Your problems are our problems. And I'm not going to let you walk into a battle where you're going to die.
I understand. But look at what happened.
see Brian losing his shit. I know I should have waited longer, but I got scared. That fight turned so quickly. And you had no idea what his weapon was going to do to you.
No, but that's usually the case with us. Isn't it? Any fight we get into, we don't know how things could turn out. You are... all of you are smarter than me. So obviously I'm going to jump headfirst into the fray. But you shouldn't follow my lead.
How dare you go and do something like that and then tell me not to jump in with you?
Because you're better than me.
I'm just gonna look away and not respond. And I'm not gonna tell him what happened in the fight.
I'm pretty sure I saw.
Well, you saw me go down, but I don't think you knew I died. Unless Kai said something. Oh, he did.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got Gossip Girl going on around here.
Damn
Go
right.
piss.
I just whisper to my dad. It's like, how do women? God damn it.
How do indeed.
Great start. Great start.
Yep.
Why do women?
Why
Question mark.
Yep. I guess I'll ask the mother where to take my mother, like not my mom, but mother.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you want to expedite a few hours in game, you can bring all the injured to the speaker's the speaker's house. And over time, Mother will work on everybody. With assistance, it will go faster, but she does not work at a fast pace by any means.
I don't have any healing left.
I
can
have
assume-
only spell slots, so I can.
I can assume Alistair's revival went well.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll kind of go over some of the smaller events that do happen. I'm just putting everyone back in their respective tents, so if you want to talk to them, you can. But over the next few hours, the things you notice between all of you, Alistair does come back to life after about the first hour. His body shoots up extremely fast in utter shock. He's confused as to where he is. He turns around and Mother just slaps him across the face and just starts berating him with words. In Giant. So, don't know how many of you would be able to understand what she says.
I'm just sitting up looking at her, just like, this is a lot. Since I was helping with the revival, I'm just like, not primordial. Don't know.
Other things you notice, you hear a forge starting to be worked on by Emil. You notice towards the center of town on one of the trees, there is a man that has a giant spear going through his chest. He is long since been dead on the tree. Enos, you would know this to be Zen. He was one of the first of the non-Stormmane Tribe to kind of show up. He came in with the intention of building up the society. He gained trust over time and started building up the society, making it so that they had farms, stuff like that, moving and building more of the more structured buildings so not everyone has to live in tents anymore for the more extreme weather. And now you see him with a giant stake, with a giant stake through their heart, pinned to a tree.
I'll probably at some point take him down and do a proper burial for him.
Yeah, Mother joins you for that because that's one of her millions of responsibilities. Is to take care, to inform, and just basically be all-knowing of what's going on. She'll help you with that over the next few hours. You all can take a short rest if you'd want to.
I wanted to say probably the first time that I see Kai once everything's like settled, I'm just gonna go over and just like kind of hug him and bury my face in his shoulder and just say thank you. But like it's the most like oh god, what's the word? Like not monotone because she means it, but it's like the shock of it and just like kind of unable to like process anything. It's just like thank you, but what the fuck was that?
The moment Kai doesn't even let you make contact. You jump and he just grabs you and looks at you. I know you're sorry. I need to be alone. And this situation could happen everywhere else. I know you're sorry. It's hard when you have to decide who lives and who dies. And I just let go of you and walk away.
Question, DM.
Yes.
Does dying remove my curse?
No.
And or restore my bond with Eldath?
Let me think about that. That's a no.
What?
I took a short rest. Power nap.
I'm also taking a short rest real quick, rolling some hit die.
Yeah.
Did we leveled up? So how does this now work for the?
Once you guys take a long rest, you'll be able to use newer stuff.
Okay, cool. So then that means I will take that short rest then. And okay. Oh my god.
Yeah, all of the fairly injured people have made their way. Oh god, what was the term you called them? It wasn't speaker, right? What were they called? Elders. The elders' house is where Mother's been taking care of a lot of the injured over the next few hours. So basically the only people walking around are Sartine, Grenjar, and Kuvar. Everyone else is in a kind of limbo space, either in their houses or in the Elder's hut.
Sorry, I don't know if anyone heard that.
I heard nothing.
Okay.
I can remove Zen because they have now been put to rest. Grenjar kind of just walks around and starts doing a patrol around the main camp, since that's a part of their job, and Sartine kind of joins him. You can hear...
I try to find... Sorry, I didn't realize you weren't done.
No,
Go ahead.
No, it cut me off whenever. I'm just trying to fill dead air.
Oh, I was going to try to find Alexandria.
Yeah, she's in the Elder's hut because she was pretty injured in that fight, but lived to tell the tale.
You doing okay now?
Yeah, she's just resting her body because she got hit relatively hard by Alister and Grenjar. Because Grenjar packs a punch.
Alexandria, right?
Yeah. I don't remember your name, sorry.
Alright, I'm Elanora. I didn't see much of the fight, But what I did see, what you did was really brave of you and very noble. Thank you for your help. I don't know if we would have survived if it hadn't been for you. And I know Enos probably wouldn't have either.
Yeah. If I would have sided with Alister, you would have been the first to go.
Ouch.
You kept being in the way. Sorry.
Apparently that's my biggest character flaw.
Well, it's also the matter of you're the only female that he's been with for a while, it seems like, so...
So you're jealous?
I did not say that.
No, but it was implied. It's okay.
I hate city folk. You're smarter than us.
Well, anyway, and I'll carefully take her arm for like a... Not a handshake, but they kind of clasp arms, like soldiers in arms. And just nod her and just say thank you again before I kind of walk throughout the tent and see where I can help.
Has he been safe?
No. He's reckless. Hard-headed. Cares too much but shows it too little.
Yep, it's the same Enos. We've been working with the same one. Good to know.
Good man. A little rough around the edges, but he's a good man.
Yeah. I don't think he was ever meant for this life, but he got himself stuck in it, didn't he?
He seems to enjoy walking around without a shirt on a lot, so maybe it is.
To be fair, she looks down at her abs. It's a pretty nice thing to do.
Honestly, if I can find some armor that works well, this jungle is hot as hell. So...
we can get you some regular clothes that would work pretty good. Armor, not as much.
Well, hopefully while we're here we won't need it again.
No promises with this bunch.
Fair. But who knows, maybe I'll learn some things while I'm here. I'm not the greatest, like, macho fighter. I'm good with weapons. But that's...
Yeah.
I can't punch worse shit.
Neither can I. I stick to the refinement of weapons. Not really heavy hitter myself. People call it fighting. We're dumb enough to call it sparring each other to the death. But we kind of leave out the end part. It's not a friendly jungle. It was never meant to be one. So, you found some of the nicest people you will, sadly to say.
Right. Let's hope the first impression doesn't really speak for the actual character of your people. And I just kind of smile and laugh a little bit.
She just looks over at Alister. I don't think we'll have to worry about that.
How's Alister looking?
After getting hit pretty hard by Mother, it's more of he's just sitting there, just staring at the ground, thinking about what he's done. He's in his timeout chair. Not even looking in your direction.
Good slap took him back down to 0 hit points.
Took his pride to 0 hit points.
That's fair.
Mother isn't strong enough to actually do damage. She would probably heal if she hit somebody. Yeah, but Mother is just like bouncing between a bunch of different chairs and tables where everyone is sitting. Most of them you can just see where their body got hit by enough compression to basically knock them unconscious from the blast of Blood Bomb. And then 10 just does not look to be in the best of shape just from what he's been through over the last few months. Everyone else. Yeah. Go for it.
So, mechanically, how is 10 looking? Is 10 like healed up mechanics?
Yeah, he's fine. It's just he was put into a state of several layers of exhaustion by getting beat up the day before.
Okay.
So the fact that he's still alive is by power of will. His health is fine. His hit points are fine. But it's his will keeping him alive at the moment.
Okay. At some point, I kind of want to gather the party and mostly Enos, because this is his environment, this is his space. I think now. Oh, Enos, you are muted. At this point, I feel like we should bring up. And I kind of want this to be huddled away from everyone else a little bit. I think we should further talk about the family with Mother or any. Enos, is this a matriarchy or is it a? Is this how you're? No? Okay. Anyone who is the leader of your civilization, we need to bring this up. Because, I mean, I'm happy everyone is back to normal, but we did come here for a reason.
Well, Kai, I guess you're talking to him.
Oh. So
as he's holding on to Blood Bomb in his hand.
Yeah, I've just kind of been sitting by the campfire, just kind of like looking it over.
Which campfire?
Not trying to. The one on the right, like the farthest away from the
Okay.
house.
The one next to Emil's tent.
Yeah.
That's Giltesh. That's the wrong person. That's a circle.
Well, I mean, we're all over there.
Yeah.
Oh no, I meant the one on the far right, by the elder tents.
I did not even remember that one was there, to be completely honest. I have not looked at this map.
Yeah, I kind of just been
Cannot be
sitting there,
bothered.
just looking it over, not trying to tune or anything, just kind of in my thoughts, but looking at the weapon. Yeah. My father is the leader, technically.
Not enough.
Time to do a fire dance.
Elanora just heroics
But-
herself into the campfire. Oh,
But as he's currently unconscious, guess it falls on to me for the time being.
Okay, so
By being
I
in
guess
third place, it would fall to you, yes.
Yes.
So, I guess my question is, now that you have rule for a small amount of time, does that mean everyone's willing to help, or do they just listen to you, or do we have to wait until your father wakes up? Like, what are the degrees of what's going on? Little confused.
If I choose for the time being to take the mantle of leader, which I've never really liked, I don't want to be a tyrant or one person. I'll bring it up. We'll let them rest for the night.
Of
And
course.
then tomorrow, I will bring it up, this entire situation, to the entire tribe, as well as the elders, and hope that they want to help. I don't want to force them. You saw how that turned out.
Okay.
But
Maybe we could gather a big feast tonight for everyone and bring it up then.
We do have a monster we're supposed to catch at some point.
Right.
Oh,
But I don't think we are in shape to catch
No, we're
it.
not. We're
But
not.
they will-
Hydra jerky? Hell yeah.
But I
Hell
was
yeah.
thinking about Hydra jerky would be pretty fire. That'd be so cool.
That is something we need to do, as well as continue looking for allies. I was thinking about sending them on their way, if they agree, to meet up with
Come on, man.
General Master Flower, General Aubrey,
never mind.
and have her
Be
basically.
Master Flower.
That was the right one, right? Yes, it was.
Yeah, General Master Flower, you were correct.
I think
Okay.
you mean General Swiftcollar.
There's no ring
No!
on my finger.
No.
There's no ring on my
Yeah,
finger.
not yet.
Only a baby in that belly.
In a couple of months, we're gonna go back, and they're just gonna be happily married. Anyway.
She's
But-
fucking guilty.
She's gonna murder the hell out of
World War
Anyway.
III starts as she goes and destroys Tavris.
Yeah, so it's
Fuck.
worth it.
That's gonna be an interesting.
Already did.
Damn.
Should we tell it? No.
Anyways, we just know about it.
You don't know it's her. You guys as players understand what because I blatantly said it, but I don't know if there's a full understanding by the characters.
Okay.
All
we
you
don't
know
know
is that
that.
you've been
No,
around
no.
someone pregnant,
Yeah, which
True. That's valid.
Yeah, no, we have no idea.
which you've
As
been
a
in a
player-
city
as a
with over
character, no.
30,000 people.
yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. But
But
anyway.
I was just joking as a player because I thought it was funny.
It is a really funny thing that I added. It's great.
But anyway, that's my thought process. If they agree to help us, I think we should send them on their way to speak with General Master Flower. For the whole point is for them to help her man the boat, as well as find more allies in places that we cannot get to at this point.
Would it also benefit us to have them assist us with this Hydra?
It might, but right now the tribe isn't what it used to be. It needs to stick together. Removing any muscle from it puts the weaker ones at risk.
Could we not just take the tribe with us?
It would put the entire tribe in danger.
Understood. Just
Never really
I had.
fought a Hydra. I know. It's a good idea, but I just
That's a great
Putting them-
point, Enos.
Hmm?
Do you guys know what a Hydra is as characters?
I don't think so.
Two of you can make history checks.
I am
I'm
rolling for
assuming
that.
It's not me.
Even though
Would I
Aren't you
be
the
able to make
smart
a history
one?
check?
I was thinking Elanora and Giltesh would be the ones, because you guys are the,
Okay.
the readers of the group.
That's
Definitely
true.
not
That's
me.
true. I was just thinking, just fucking no memory. 18.
Is it on fire? If it's on fire, I know it.
God, I hope not. I rolled an 18 for history.
Okay.
Let me see what. That's gonna be a 23.
Yeah, I rolled a 10.
Hmm. And Catherine rolled a 19.
I got a yeah. I rolled a 19 on the die, and then I have a +4 history because I'm proficient in it.
You would both know that a Hydra is a lizarding creature of a much larger size, so it shouldn't be too hard to discover. But if it's been living in the jungle, it's probably taken on some of the attributes of the jungle, so it might have natural camouflage. And you would both understand that cutting off a head, 2 will come back. With a 24, you know that there's a way to mitigate that, and I think it's fire off the top of my head, but I might be wrong.
I feel like it's either
Believe
fire
so.
or radiant.
Yeah, it's fire or something. I have to wait for my monster manual to load now. But you two have a pretty good understanding of what a Hydra is from doing fairy tale book readings, and more for Giltesh, doing a lot of just random reading of books, going over different compendiums of creatures.
Just reading from my father's library. Rest in peace, Dad.
I clicked on Harpy, not Hydra. That's not helpful.
Well, now that we're aware of what we're hunting, if finding it's hard, then I mean I can cast locate creature and we can walk in a direction.
Why are we killing this Hydra again?
Resources.
Money.
That's something we're gonna need if we plan to wage a war against this family.
Wars
Who?
sound expensive.
Who's paying us for this?
No one, but we caused this. Oh, for killing the monster?
Yeah, for the Hydra.
Yeah, the I have this.
Guys?
Hold on.
It's the Slayer. God. Give me a
No,
second.
this is not Critical Role. It's not the Slayers.
I know. Once they said
I remember the group. I remember the group now.
Rave.
That was just.
Money's great. It's the
Yes.
Kolanganis.
Yeah, the money's
Yeah.
great.
I like that you remember the amalgamation of a last name, but not the two English words.
Kolangani.
Yeah, Korakhan Kolangani. Great name.
Jesus.
And it is fire. If you hit it with fire, then its heads don't come back.
Burn it with fire.
Could we for flavor make that fire and radiant
No.
damage?
Could we
But
also
Damn,
make
Monty.
it?
You just don't want me to kill the beast in one turn. With a third level radiant or divine smite.
Monty, but that does bring up a question.
Mhm.
Force or thunder?
What? No, not about that. It's still about a spell though. What about a spell that does two types of damages? Like,
As long as you roll damage, as long as you roll dice that are related to fire, it will work.
okay, because I know that spell is split in half.
Yes,
between
it is.
4d6 fire and then 4d6
Correct.
radiant. So, okay.
Since you've rolled so high, let me read the exact sentence. At the end of its turn, it grows 2 heads for each of its heads that died since the last turn, unless it has taken fire damage since its last turn.
Swag.
So you have that
The fire just
information.
stops it from regenerating. Cool.
Would I know that there are ways to kill it without specifically aiming for its heads?
It's just a damage threshold thing.
Okay, so like once you hit a certain damage threshold, like it kills one of the heads, basically.
Correct. It's the stupidest way, but basically how I've seen people do it is if you do enough damage to the body, the head just goes, just pops off. It's always so stupid the way they describe it. It's like, yes, you hit him in the torso for X amount of damage, the head falls off. What? What do you mean?
I skipped that completely.
It is one of the stupidest rulings, but it's so funny to me.
Like Mr. Potato Head.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you just flicked off one of his eyes.
Which reminds me, Giltesh, actually.
Yep.
I
Yep.
don't know if you can. Have I seen you do it? I think I have. Could you tell me a little bit more about this? And I will hand him the Morning Star. It's be careful. It's apparently been in my tribe for generations, and it apparently causes people to go mad. So that's all I know. But if you could tell me a little bit more about it.
Of course. I'll sit down like crisscross by the fire. I will pull the hood down over my blue eyes, and I will ritual cast Identify from my spell book.
Okay.
I presume that's how it works.
Yeah,
So,
it just takes 11 minutes instead of an action.
Question.
kind of
Yes.
slowly like solving the cube.
Will you ever solve that cube?
It's like my spell book.
Okay. I was
the
just
end of the
wondering, will
campaign.
there be a moment when you're like, it's done?
Yeah,
And it
no,
opens
it's
up.
just like to cast them. I'm just kind of like moving it around. I have like the way that I have it described is like there's a bunch of like words kind of like written on the blocks. So like by moving it around, I see what reminds me of the spell. So that's how I can
That's
cast
cool.
it. Just
That's
to
very
keep my
cool.
mind,
I like
my
that.
mind sharp. Is
You can also add elements to it later.
yeah. I add like future blocks to make it more intricate. But right
that is
now,
so
with the spells
cool.
that I have,
But my actual question was, DM, is do they have like? I mean, I know this in the forest, but when we were on our way here, did we see any like animals of prey that could be like made into to help cook for like make food like meat or whatever? Like, is there hunting animals here in the space?
Animals of prey or hunting animals?
Either or for this place, I guess. I guess if it's an animal, they'll eat it. I guess.
food.
You have seen like several herds of deer, stuff like that. Off in the distance, you've seen bears, but they've been quite far away. But your passive perception's 1 to 2 million, so you can notice these things. When you've been listening around, you've heard howling, you've heard like cat roars, large cats are around. So there's plenty of stuff in the woods, it's just a matter of finding them in their own habitat.
Okay. Well, if we want to find food, we can do that. And I don't know if I cast locate. I can't do it now. But I was gonna say if I cast locate creature, can I just be like, oh, I want this animal, and then it'll start seeking after it, or?
Sure, I'd say that would give you advantage on your survival checks to
Okay.
find what you're looking for.
Okay.
Because let me remind you, this entire area is surrounded by miles of traps.
Ugh. Yeah. I forgot about that. Well.
Yeah. Oh, question also.
Mm-hmm.
In theory, if we went hunting, would we have to do like enough damage, or would it to like kill them, or would you say as long as we hit it, it's?
I'd probably just roll some dice and say you took this much damage from this encounter, depending on what you were going after.
Okay.
Like if you were going against things that would actually fight back, I'll roll dice and just be like, cumulatively you take X amount of damage. But if you're hunting deer, they're pretty easy targets.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say if we went like deer wise, I could come with. I could just cast magic missile to just hit the creature.
Yeah, in
That
not
was
vital
magic
spots
anything.
to ruin the meat.
Yeah. It's force damage, so it'll help tenderize it.
Or remove their heads.
Yep.
You know, easier to carry back. Potentially.
So is that what you want to do with the rest of your day? Do some hunting for the tribe?
Once I'm done
Mhm.
casting identify, I can do whatever if need be. That, or I can just chill in the camp.
Man, I wish I took that math level in Druid, because I'm now realizing something potentially. But don't mind me.
As you finish with your puzzle cube, you've placed the pearl needed for it towards the center of it, just kind of focusing through that. And only you see this, Giltesh.
Ooh.
You see, as you finish the ritual of the spell, this almost like dark essence floating off of it, and it kind of orbits around your pearl and then just vanishes. You've never seen an item do that before, since you've never worked with a cursed item before.
Hold it.
okay.
Since I do not have any of the information for this item off the top of my head, here we go. This item is a consumption item. When it hits somebody, they have to fail a Constitution saving throw. And every time they fail it, the Morning Star becomes a +1. Then it becomes a +2. Then it becomes a +3.
Ooh.
Once it hits that +3 threshold, it becomes unstable and immediately explodes in a 15-foot radius explosion. And that's kind of like the mechanics of how that weapon works.
Anything about this curse?
The cursed element of it is the fact that when it's in the hands of a creature that follows the evil spectrum, it will slowly take over their minds. For creatures that are on the good or neutral spectrum, it will try to turn them evil. You don't have any idea of how fast or anything like that. You also do not sense that you do sense that it is not a sentient item.
That's good.
Yeah,
for me.
That's kind of the gist of this weapon until I figure out what it actually does.
Oh, you're good. I guess once I get done, I kind of shift the cube real quick, then hood up, and I would hand it over back to Enos.
Oh, and it is an attunement item. That's another thing that you would know.
Yeah. Well, very interesting, very dangerous weapon. You would need to spend some time with it to get its full potential, but also, it will try to corrupt you. If you use it. If you're evil or good, it basically brings out the worst. So there's a curse upon it, so just be mindful of that.
Okay.
But I don't want this anymore.
I'll take it back. Thank you, Giltesh.
You're welcome.
I wonder if there's any other items like this around here. I just don't know if I'm gonna ask the tribe to move out. I don't know if I want this to fall into the wrong hands.
Yeah, but it could be dangerous in your hands too.
I don't want to use it.
And we can give it back to Mother. She'll protect it.
I could bury it and tell her where it is.
I don't have banishment.
I think that's risking it.
It's anyone who has locate object could go and find it.
If they know what they're looking for, yeah.
Yeah, but almost everyone in this tribe has seen it.
Yeah. And giving it to Mother, well, you saw that happen, and if we're gonna ask them to move and to, after so many years, finally go back to the outside world, if somebody feels this or senses this somehow, like, it's putting them in danger. I think I should hold on to it for now. I won't use it, but at least hold on to it.
Do we get back a spell slot during a short rest? I
If you're a
forgot.
wizard.
Fuck, never mind.
Oh, huh?
Yeah, because you can do like a focus thing where you get a spell slot back. Paladins should have a recovery thing using one of their divine somethings.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Oh, I know it's somewhere.
It's from Tasha's. It's one of the newer elements of Paladin and
Yeah.
Cleric.
Damn, I can't do it higher than level 2.
Correct.
I think.
Mine's
Yeah.
level 5.
Damn. That's
You're a
good.
fucking wizard. I'm just a paladin.
Yeah.
Wizards.
I'm gonna do a 4th level and a 1st level.
Okay.
Because it could be any combination, just up to 5 levels.
Okay. Are you guys gonna go hunting now?
Mm-hmm.
Bonding experience.
It can go as well.
So all four of you going for hunting trip?
When
Yeah.
you say it like that,
Yeah.
Or are we splitting the party for this hunting trip? Is that
Maybe.
a more niche way to say it?
yeah.
If you would
Actually, that's a
prefer-
good point.
if
Can
you would
I,
prefer,
before
I could just stay
everybody-
here and help protect.
I think before everybody goes, I will go find Sartine.
She's just doing rounds.
And just Sartine.
Yes, how can I help you, Mr. Fake Chief Man?
Ow. Fair.
Temporarily Chief Man, smaller than normal Chief Man.
Fair. I'm still growing.
I don't think that's true.
Is there...
Sartine's. I mean, I'm Sartine. Wait a minute. Alexandria said you were fully grown.
I don't. I just immediately blush. Is there? Have we checked the traps today for food and stuff like that?
We have a little bit, but we kind of got distracted by dumbasses walking through trap area.
Okay. That's fair. I guess.
So you get crown of new chief, and then you immediately leave.
No, I'm not leaving. I was gonna send a hunting party.
Okay, I join you.
Okay.
Is Lizard joining us for hunting party?
I don't know.
Would you
Who wants
prefer
to
if
go?
I did?
What?
Well,
Sorry.
well, I'm walking back. I guess at this point. Well, I'm have to stay. I'm definitely staying. To look after the tribe. It'd be weird for me to leave at this moment.
It would be kind of weird. You kill off chief, say I knew chief, and then leave.
He's alive, but
At the
you
moment,
guys
you
know-
kill chief, but now he alive is not chief. What do you mean? You're really dumb.
confusing me.
You're
confusing
dumb.
me.
I'm not confusing. You're dumb. Shut up.
My
So, who
brain
wants to
hurts.
go on this hunting trip?
She raises her hand.
I'll go.
Anyone else?
We can all go.
I can go, but Enos, I think you should stay here. Just
Yeah.
to make sure nothing happens.
Just give crown to Granjar. He great chief.
I think I'll stay. You guys have your sending stones if anything happens.
I do.
So if Sardine's going, I'll just stay and help. She's a better shot than I am.
But I wanted you to go, Lizard Man. I have many questions.
Ugh. Okay, you convinced me.
Good.
I'll go with.
Well, then, do you want me to stay there's two of us here and two of you going on the hunting trip? Or do you want the extra help?
The more the merrier. We have many mouths to feed, and we have to heal the rest of people with food.
Yeah, they could probably use your help, Elanora. If anything happens, like you said, I have the sending stone.
Yes, and Kuvar, Sitali, and Granjar will stay here as well. They protect camp. They are very strong peoples.
Good.
Good. Let us be going. And she just starts walking out of the camp. As the party is split, with Enos staying back in the Stormmane camp, and Elanora, Kai, Giltesh, and Sartine out hunting. Enos, what are you doing?
Probably just walking around.
I'm checking
Go
in
check
on
on
everybody.
Yeah, I'll go check in on the wounded, see how everyone's doing.
Yeah, you walk in, Alistair looks up, sees you, and limps his way into the next room.
I'll just nod at him as he walks by. Is Alexandra still here?
No, she wasn't as crucially injured as everyone else, so she kind of just rested for a little bit, and she's been hanging out just outside of the Elder building at the campfire just outside. But inside, you can see that Mother is working with the 4 more critically hurt, since they're not as big of fighters. All 3 of the tribe elders, and then Mother, the honorary elder, and your father are all here. Because Mother explains to you that your mother, Alicia, once you had left as well, and it was handed over to Roy, that she took position as one of the elders.
Oh. Okay.
Because theoretically she wasn't a part of the appropriate family anymore.
Right. Yeah. If Mother has a second, I'll just try to get her attention.
Yes, and what would you like, Mr. Chief?
You said your responsibility, aside from healing, is to protect this.
To some degree, I'm no fighter, but I do what is necessary. I am the teacher. I am the historian of everything that we have. It is what Mother does.
How long have you been hiding this?
This weapon?
Yes.
Mother before me, as she was passing away and I was getting the new name of Mother, she gave me the information that is not to be shared. Which one of those things is what Blood Bomb and their location of said weapon is. It is a dark part of our history that we do not teach. So, not many should know of it.
So, you think this weapon, artifact, whatever you call it, your mission to protect it, it wasn't passed down from the chief? My father didn't know anything about it.
No, he shouldn't have. There's no reason for him to have known of said weapon. From what I have been informed of, about 300 years ago, when the tribe was suffering with surges of people trying to take power from each other, similar to what Alistair had done not too terribly long ago. The tool of destruction was Blood Bomb. So once we had turned back to being more of the single bloodline leading the tribe, the passing down of Blood Bomb had deteriorated to the point where they did not want to even have it nearby. So it was the job of Mother to keep it away from prying eyes.
Is there any other weapons like this that we know of?
Not that I know of personally. I'm still deciphering the true beginnings of the Stormmane Tribe. I only have about the history of the last 400 years. So this is the only item that has gone as far as this. Most of our tools stay mundane. This one is special. It has never deteriorated in 300 years.
Pristine stuff in the outside world. You talk about our history. Where exactly? Is it just tales you've been told?
From the inscriptions on the Elder House that have been around the longest, and from what previous mothers have told mothers of the future, our knowledge is getting shorter and shorter of how much history we truly know. I'd say about 5 mothers before me, they were able to recall the beginning. Closer to when this world even started to exist. But in more recent years, with the loss of people amongst the tribe, and the humans joining and everything else, our histories become muddled.
Have you ever been able to talk to the ancestors?
No, I only get to speak to the recently dead. No one of great pasts.
You see what I did when I came in here?
I saw what persisted. I didn't show up until a little bit later into your little death match. It's peculiar.
Is that anywhere in our history that you've encountered?
I have never seen such a thing in the history that I've been told or from what I've seen. It's new power. It seems magical, but it's not. Spiritual is more close to what it resembles. We've never really worked amongst the spiritual. No one besides Mother does, per se.
I can't lie. Power kind of scares me sometimes.
When you left, you did not do those things. You carried an eagle necklace with you.
Yeah.
It was very similar to your grandfather, you know. He always cared for hawks.
I know. Thank you. I'll walk out and then I'll walk to the Elder Tribe and see if I can pick up any, probably difficult, but just look over the history. I probably don't understand anything that's written on it, but I just want to look at it.
Yeah, it's very caveman painting to some degrees, where it started to get a little bit more intricate, but you can only assume that that's from people's adaptations of what they saw before. So it's quite hard to understand how far back the knowledge on here goes outside of trying to be artistic creativity.
I don't think it'll do anything, but I'm just gonna use another rage real quick and see if the ancestors react in any way.
Yeah, you rage, the ghosts appear, you see Wolfgang standing there in his suit. Never thought I'd be back here. It's disgusting. All this time I tried to get away, just to be locked back where it all began. You see a Goliath on your other side, who's wearing almost nothing. He basically, all he has on is a loincloth. And he's staring at the wall, just feeling it. Kujunga benda. Jibiga. Looks over at you, it just looks confused, and then they both kind of evaporate after the 6 seconds.
Did I not understand what he said?
Do you understand giant?
I do, actually.
Shit.
I do.
Got his ass.
He was basically saying, this is very pretty. What could it mean? Why does it feel this way? It's very simple words.
I'll just kind of stay there for a while.
Yeah, just look over this menagerie wall. Going to the other group. Let me get survival checks from everybody.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Hey, Sartine didn't roll a natural 1 like Mother did. Go team.
Holy shit.
DM question: is the survival checks to see if we can hunt this thing, or see if we don't land in traps?
This is to hunt it. So with Sartine, she doesn't. She doesn't let you go into traps.
Okay, cool. Because
She doesn't let 2 of you go into traps. I'll say that much.
fair enough. For survival, I got a 14.
Okay.
17.
What was that, Catherine?
13.
Okay. I think that's a 14 for Sartine as well.
Y'all.
So I will give you all 2 options of things you see once you get a few miles away from the traps and everything else. You see a herd of 10 deer, or you see a pack of 6 wolves that are probably a little bit bigger than the deer.
I think we should go with the deer.
I was gonna say wolves.
We could also split up and 2 go for deer and 2 go for wolves. I will take lizard to fight wolves.
I don't think it's a good idea to split up anymore.
We're far enough away from traps, you don't have to worry about those.
I look at Kai.
I'm fine. I'm honestly, there's some new things I want to test out, and this is a perfect opportunity.
So you want us two to go deal with the deer and Sartine and Giltesh to at least try to get some wolves?
Oh, I was gonna do wolves.
Okay.
Are you not coming with us?
Then me and
Oh, we
lizard
can
could
all
take
do
out...
wolves.
I'm fine with going with lizard to take out deer if you want wolves.
Yeah.
You wanna come with me,
That's fine.
You know why, Ian. Okay.
Yeah.
We can
do
split
that.
up here. I go with lizard. We take care of deer. And do you all have good way to bring back wolves to camp? Or meet back here in 30 minutes?
I'll figure out something.
Good, because I can carry several deer. I don't know if lizard can or not.
I could carry some on my back. It'll make sense when you see me later.
You are on fire, so I will believe you. You already cooked deer. I mean wolves. I mean wolves. I think this is good plan.
Great.
Perfect. And she just grabs
Great.
Giltesh by the scruff. It's like, let's go, lizard.
I wanna have to kill her. Who going first?
Let's go with the wolves first.
Okay.
You two give me stealth checks. Kai and Elanora. see how relatively close you can get to the wolves.
I'm good.
I got an 11.
Cool.
I got a 26.
Huh. I just barely beat an 11 on my perception check. Because I roll awfully. So I will say you can comfortably get 100 feet close to... You can get within 100 feet of the wolves, but if you try to get any closer, they'll probably notice you.
Both of
Okay.
us, or just one?
As if you go as a group, both of you.
Let's split up.
Are you
I'll-
sure?
If you get their attention, I can do what I gotta do.
I can shoot them from this far away. And so if that works enough, I can get up in a tree and see if I can get a vantage point on them.
Okay. If I can, I'm kind of taking some of their attention.
Okay. Just be careful.
I will.
Can I climb up into a nearby tree so I can get a good look at the pack of wolves?
You'll have to give me an athletics check, because you're back into the redwood forest, so the lowest branch is probably about 40 to 50 feet.
And my wings haven't grown back yet.
Correct, you still have nubs.
Ew.
Dead in athletics. That's
Yes.
a 17.
It takes you a good amount of time, but you do successfully climb 50 feet up this tree to the lowest branch.
Nice.
Yeah, so if you fall,
ahead
it
and-
will hurt.
That's fine. I'll go ahead and... I guess, Kai, are you gonna wait for me to shoot the first one?
I'm gonna try to. My plan has changed in my brain because what I'm gonna do is end up gonna be more efficient. I'm gonna try to get as close as I can to them.
You feel comfortable about 30 to 35 feet away,
Okay.
because you rolled very well.
Are they like separated? Or are they?
They're kind of all together at this. Getting this close, you can see that they are eating something that they've killed recently.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna just cast Entangle on all of them since they're that bunched up together.
Okay, that is strength saving throws, I believe.
Yup.
Time to pull up a wolf stack block, baby. Wolf, V-O-W-F, wolf.
A German wolf.
Yes, a wolf. There we go. Where is the wolf? There's their strength modifier.
As long as it's not a viable
Okay, so
bad joke.
2,
Okay, failed.
15,
Also failed.
18,
That one succeeds.
19,
Oh my god.
9, and
Fail.
20.
Okay. So 3 failed out of the.
Out of
6 of
6.
them?
Out of 6, yes.
Damn.
So
How
3 of
does
them.
Entangle-
How long?
How
is
long does Entangle last?
A minute, I believe, maybe 10.
I think it lasts for. Give me a second.
I think it's also concentration.
Yeah, it's concentration up to.
Does it have verbal components?
Damn. It does.
You are no longer stealthed.
That's fine.
Okay.
I leave those for Elanora, and if they start booking, I'm gonna start chasing after them as a dire wolf.
Yeah, oops, I got rid of that.
Can you keep concentration as an animal
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
on a spell? Okay, perfect.
I'll just use Grenjar as the wolves for this. And just make a little simple initiative here. So you guys can have your readied turns, which was Entangle. So Elanora, if you want to take 2 shots, you can.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great initiative by them, baby.
So that's a 22 to hit on the first
Okay,
one. And a 25 to hit on the second.
Yeah, That might hit. Or are you aiming for the ones that are entangled, or are you aiming for ones that aren't?
I'm gonna aim for the ones that are entangled.
Okay, so you have advantage against them.
Because I saw... Do you want me to roll again?
Yeah.
Just to see if I get a nat 20?
Yeah. That's my favorite part about it, having an
It's
advantage.
also a 25. And that's a 17. So
Yeah, still
they
hits.
all, yeah. Can I go for the first one on the first shot? And if I
Yeah,
kill it
I'm fine
on the
with
first
that.
one, it'll okay. That's a D8. That's 6 points of damage for the first wolf.
Okay, it just like goes into its side and it's still alive, just like just trying to rip out, but just seems to not be able to.
Would I know if using Divine Smite on an animal would ruin its ability to be eaten?
It would burn it for sure.
Okay, then I won't Divine
Well, you
Smite it.
can't because you're 100 feet away and we took away your
Oh,
ranged
that's
divine
right.
smite.
Oh, we can't do it with my bow anymore. That's right. And then that's. Oh, go back up. 5 points of damage on the second hit.
Yeah. So as it's like shaking, it gets shot and it's like and just falls down.
And then, what does this one do? That has radiant damage. I don't want to use that one. Ooh. I will use my bonus action to cast Magic Weapon on my bow, so I have an additional +1 to it.
It is now a +1 bow. Perfect.
That's pretty fire.
And now I need you to go into initiative, Elanora.
Okay.
That playlist was not playing music I wanted. There we go.
Holy shit, it lasts up to an hour. Nice.
The stink bug, man. Fell again.
He wants to be included.
Where did he go that time? Oh, there he is. He's on one of my pens. Oh,
So
7.
I also I add +1 to when I'm rolling to hit and when I rolled for damage.
Yeah, it's just a +1 bow now.
Nice. Okay.
So up first are the not the Vinter. I'd like to say Vinter Wolves because it's such a nice wording. They have to use their action to try and break out, or is it just like an automatic deal that they can try and do?
I think it's a.
I believe it's an action.
A creature in an area you cast the spell must succeed a strength save or be restrained by the. Okay, a creature restrained by the plant must use an action to make a strength check against it.
There's only 2 of them left in there. Fail. That's the same number twice. Fuck yeah. 10.
Fail and fail.
So they're just like trying to rip. They're very confused. They just watched one of their other dogs die. The other 3, since they now know where you are after you casted your spell, are going to try and rush you. They use 20 feet of movement to get to the edge of Entangle. And then they have another 20 feet, so they can't get to you this round, so they're going to dash to get up next to you. So they are on top of you right now. The other 3 are on you.
Okay.
And Elanora, they will have an addition to their armor class because it's a harder shot to hit them now that they're amongst other trees.
Okay. But I know that they are.
Yeah, you saw
I can
them.
see them going towards Kai.
You saw them rush the campfire. Kai, it is your
Are the
turn.
ones that are entangled still entangled?
Yes, they're still there, so those are still normal shots because you got into a spot that you had a good sight line.
Okay.
So Kai, it is your turn. You have 3 wolves surrounding you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna wild shape.
Okay.
Have him bust that shit out in a minute. And I'm going to wild shape into. Oh God, I don't want to poison them because then it'll make the meat tainted. I'm gonna wild shape into. Yeah, I'm gonna stick to what I said. Yeah, I'll change into a dire wolf,
Okay.
and that's my action to wild shape because I'm not circle
Yes.
the moon.
Correct.
And I will. Have we established that it's a? Actually, I don't want to make them run. So yeah, I'll just be a dire wolf and I'll just look at them menacingly, be like, "Is this what you want to do?"
They just look up really confused, but they're in a pack, so they're a little bit less afraid of you.
That's fine.
Okay, Elanora, your turn. Up in a tree. You got a clear
I'm
shot
gonna
on two of
take-
them.
Oh, it is one of the ones that are entangled dead now.
Yes, you did kill one of the ones that was entangled.
Oh, heck yeah. I didn't know that. Cool. Kai can't respond while a dire wolf. I'll take some shots at the ones attacking Kai.
Okay.
Just to, I know it's going to be harder to hit them, but I want to make sure he's going to be okay.
They get a +5 to their armor class from these shots.
That is a 21 to hit on the
Still
first
hits.
one,
Their armor class is low.
and a 15 to hit on the second one.
A 15 barely misses.
Okay.
So you get one shot at one of the ones surrounding Kai.
That's 11 points of damage.
Kai, you see them just staring at you as the one that's like eyeballing you just goes straight through the side of its head. It just falls to the ground.
I'm just gonna give Kai a thumbs up from the tree.
Do a little howl. Oh.
Okay.
What
Yeah.
else
See if
can I
anything
do
hear
as
that.
bonus actions?
Good, good, good.
Huh? Oh, your bonus actions?
Yeah. I don't need any charisma check. I'll do a harness divine power so I can get back one of my second level spell slots.
Okay. The wolves' turns. The two are going to try and break out. Believe it or not roll above a 10.
Okay.
Now, how many attacks do they get? 2 attacks against you at advantage.
Okay.
15 on the first,
Hits.
and a 20 total on the second.
Both hit.
2d4, because these are basic ass wolves. 7 points of damage on the first, and 9 points of damage on the second, and I need you to make 2 strength saving throws.
As a big wolf?
Yep.
Or okay. What's my strength save? Okay.
It's
plus-
just like kind of like biting at your giant arms, your giant front legs.
That is a 17.
Okay, on the first one, what's the second one?
Yeah. Second one. That is a 19.
Nothing happens. They were not able to pull your legs apart to knock you prone.
So is it?
It is
do
now-
they-
It's now your turn.
Okay. I'm going to. Yeah, I'm gonna just bite.
You got
No,
one.
I
On,
only
you
have
got one
one.
on your left, one on your right.
Okay. I'm gonna hit the one on my left.
Yeah, they're trying to
Just-
wishbone you right now.
Oh. Does an 18 hit?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay. He has to make a strength save.
Damn right he does, baby. 12.
Fails. The DC is a 13 for a dire wolf. I didn't know that.
That's only 2 better than a regular wolf.
And damage. Where's my D6? There they are. Okay. It takes 8 points of damage.
You just crunch into its back. It's still standing, but it's not looking great.
And can I use? Oh, that's my action. I don't have bonus actions as a dire wolf. So
I also need you to make 2 concentration checks
Oh, okay.
for Entangle.
And it's above a 10, right?
Yeah, both are above 10.
Okay.
A 10 or above.
Okay. So I rolled an 11 for the first one, and I'm scared. And for the second one,
Because you are using the wolves.
oh, okay. I'm using the wolf ones for that. Oh god. So for that other one, that makes it a 10 exactly. And then for the other one, damn, a 9.
Yeah, you get bit on your right side and you just lose focus, so you bite the left one and you kind of go a little bit primal for a second as the vines on the other 2 disappear. You still have movement bonus.
Am I still grappled, or
They're not grappling you. They're just like ripping at your legs. It'd be easy to break out of what they're doing because they're not grappling you.
okay? I'm gonna just move my way to the tree that Elanora is at, so they can't climb it.
So you're gonna go 80 feet. You're gonna try and get as close to 80 feet as possible.
Wait, I want to see what's my my range. My speed is 50, so I can't do that.
You can get a lot closer than they can.
Okay, then I want to move a lot closer to that tree that they can, so they can't like.
You'll be able to get to it next round, but they get 2 attacks of opportunity still at advantage against you.
Okay.
19 and 21.
Okay. I'm just marking off the wolf's hit points.
Yeah.
Okay.
5 on the first, and 5 on the second. I need 2 more strength saving throws.
Okay. That's a 15 on the first one.
Easy success.
And an 18 on the second.
Easy success. You make it 50 feet away from those wolves, and they're about to chase after you. Elanora, it is your turn.
What was the damage of that last round? I'm sorry.
2 5s.
2 5s, okay.
I'm gonna take a few shots at the wolves that are chasing after Kai.
The closer ones or the farther ones? The ones that were entangled or the ones that were directly on him?
Are they all coming after Kai now?
It looks like they're headed in that direction.
I'll do the ones that are closer to Kai.
Okay.
I thought you were gonna pick off the ones in entangled. This is the situation we're in. I kind of hoped, but it's fine.
The first one is definitely not gonna hit, but the second one is a 24 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit. You can aim for the one that Kai has already bitten, or you can aim for the unharmed one.
I'll go for the one that's already been bitten, because I
Okay.
only have 1 attack hitting it.
Yeah, you already do enough damage, it's dead.
Nice, okay, good, because that was 8 damage.
Yeah, it had 3 hit points. Movement bonus, you're gonna stay in the tree?
How does Kai look like he needs some backup? Or is it?
I wouldn't think so.
Do I feel like I'm doing okay doing up in the tree because then I'm safe? And I'll just try to keep picking them off with him, so.
Yeah, if they get closer, they become easier shots.
Okay.
On their turn, they will... All 3 of them are going to dash and be right on top of you, Kai. That is their whole turn. As now there's 3 there, and you can sense they're getting a little bit more hesitant. It is now your turn, Kai. All 3 of these have not been hit.
DM question.
Yes.
If I burn these wolves, will it cook the meat?
It'll singe the outside. Depends on how badly you burn them.
Damn. I should have picked something that had multi-attack. It's so sad. I will... Yeah, we'll just start munching on these things. We'll just start munching on them.
Yeah, they look like they're starting to get more hesitant now that the pack is deteriorating, but they're still here for the moment.
Okay, so I rolled a 16 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. Their measly armor class of still higher than Giltesh.
Damn. Giltesh catching stray hits.
He's gonna catch real ones in a minute.
Yeah, exactly. I'm waiting for it.
Giltesh ain't gonna
wow,
care.
that
He's
was
gonna
good.
fireball. Fireball the deer.
That was 13 points of damage.
Yeah. So they get on you. You just do a quick turn and just crunch on top of one of their heads and just squishes it instantly, falling to the ground. Give me an intimidation with advantage. Sadly, this is using Kai's intimidation.
Damn!
Yeah, I have a +3 to intimidation.
Because
so.
you keep your mental stats in wild shape.
Come on, give me a natural 20. I mean a 15.
That's plenty. That's plenty.
Okay.
You crunch that one's head clean off. The other 2 just look at each other and just start backing away. So if you
Can I
want
take a shot at one of them?
Yeah.
Once his turn is done.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, since they're moving, do I get the attack?
On their turn, you could take their attack of opportunity.
Elanora, you can take your 2 shots. Their AC still a little bit higher, but it's not as high as it was.
Because they're closer.
Because they are only 30 feet away from you right now. So you only really have 1 tree
That's
angle.
a 24 and an 18 to hit.
Both hit.
11 damage on the first one.
Kills it.
And then 8 damage on the last one.
Last one is barely alive. On its turn, it will bow respectfully to the big direwolf and then try and run.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to hit him then.
Damn, no mercy.
They try to jump me.
You jump them! What do you mean?
That's a 16.
Yeah, it's
Actually,
dead.
No, a 15.
It's
Yeah.
dead. It's dead. Now, the next question is, how are you going to bring all 6 bodies back?
I kind of point at Elanora with my nose and then point at the bodies and I just lay down as if they could be put on top of my body.
I am a boss.
Alright, Oh god, how am I not gonna do this?
Well, first off, are you going to jump down or climb down?
I'm gonna climb down.
Okay.
What kind of check do you need? Another athletics?
Yeah, another athletics check. Not as high of a DC.
That's a nat 20.
When
that makes it a
I heard
20.
nat, my heart was like, yes.
Oh, you thought it was gonna be a nat 1. No,
Yeah, then I remembered that you're not
makes
me.
it a 24.
Yeah.
It's a 24. I did roll a nat 1 on one of my attacks, though, so...
Yeah, you just take your dagger and just sink it in. Just go all the way to the bottom.
And then I guess I start loading up the wolves onto his back.
I'd say you can only really get 3 onto a direwolf.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see, I also have Fine Steed that I could summon. I can choose from a warhorse, a pony, a camel, an elk, or a mastiff. Would any of those be able to carry
The
some
war
additional
horse
wolves?
would be able to carry 2 more, but you wouldn't be able to ride it.
That's fine, I can walk. I just figured that would give us an extra... Yeah, so I'll summon the warhorse and
Okay.
load 2 wolves onto that.
Yeah,
And I'll just
easy
command
enough.
it to go ahead and go towards the camp.
That horse will die. Okay.
What?
Huh?
Okay, never mind, I'll stay with it.
You are telling a dumbass horse to walk through a trap-infested area.
Never mind, I'll have him wait.
Nah, you do you. I'll allow it.
Nope, I'm gonna put a rein on, like a makeshift rein on him, where I guess I can just tell him to follow me. He's sentient, so.
Yeah. I don't know why I'm putting an initiative for Giltesh. It's deer.
Who knows? He might get trampled.
Yeah.
They might be skinwalkers.
Not by the deer.
So, to get close to the deer, we will need stealth checks from Giltesh and Sartine. Oh, man. I'm glad she has a +0 to this.
Okay, I have a +1. 6.
She got a 17.
I'm better further away. Anyways.
Funny enough, so am I, but there's just something so nice about just a deer, you know? They just never see you coming.
I see.
This is okay. Now that I got you away from your friends,
Yeah.
are you sure I can't put your head on my wall?
I'm positive. I am. I can guarantee you that is not a good idea.
This is upsetting.
I know. I'm sorry, but potentially, maybe in the future. Who knows?
You make
But
deal
as of
with
right
me now.
I've got-
Where
If I die, you have permission to take my head.
that's a promise. I was trying to make a deal, but sure, I'll take your promise.
Yeah.
The deal was going to be if we find something really cool, I'll just take that head instead, and you can't have it.
I mean, I would prefer that.
This is a very good deal.
You have a very good idea.
Thank you.
I'll tell you what. We potentially could be maybe hunting a really big creature here soon, and maybe we could get you one of those heads instead.
When
Be
you
much
say
cooler than
big, how big?
I get close, I'm like, Hydra.
I don't know what that is.
Big dragon lizard creature.
Big lizard, okay. You have my
Yeah,
attention.
big lizard.
You
Like
have-
me,
you-
but bigger.
Please tell me someone caught that.
Yeah,
The
I'm looking
Mulan, the
too.
Mulan, like backwards reference. Okay.
I don't do the tongue thing.
I don't do that lizard tongue thing.
You're going to hunt that soon? Or you've already hunted and I can go find it?
No, we're gonna be hunting it soon. You can come with us if you'd like. But we might need you to stay with the rest of the clan, so.
Deal. And she like grabs your hand and shakes you violently.
Okay, I don't know what we agreed to.
I join you to hunt big lizard.
Okay.
I take head
Yeah.
and put it my wall
Okay, sounds good.
to replace your head. Let's go
Correct.
kill some deer. Where'd they go?
Okay, thank you. Yeah, they're just gone.
Shit.
Oh. Dude. Are you okay?
Where'd they go?
Do I see them?
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
She sees them.
18.
She got a 21.
Okay.
Where'd they go? She like stands up a little bit more. There they are. I see them. We need to be stealthy. To get behind deer to snap neck.
I'm not best suited for that though.
How close do you need to be?
120 feet.
Perfect. She picks you up and throws you.
Oh, okay.
You go far. She throws you like a good 30 feet closer if you want to take some shots while in the air.
Fuck. Okay. Well, I was gonna cast Magic Missile.
Mm-hmm.
And I was gonna do it at 5th level to get 7 shots
Oh,
off.
Jesus. Okay, yeah. Just roll me 1d4. Unless you want to
Yeah,
roll
they
all
all-
7.
No. I think technically it's just 1 dice roll.
Yeah, it's supposed to be, but it's more enjoyable to throw all your caltrops.
It's 3 force damage for each dart.
Okay. So, you watch as 2 of them drop, because you have to focus a couple of them to one target. You watch 3 of them drop and 1 survive, and then you hear, and you watch 3 more of them fall as she obliterates 3 of them with her crossbows.
That was very cool.
Why are you taking my accent?
Because that's what I do.
It sounds very intelligent on you. Hunt the rest of them. Let's go.
Okay, sorry.
And
Play.
you just hear her reloading her 2 crossbows, and you hear fire off again, and a couple more of them go down. There's probably only 2 left.
I'll do another magic missile at 4th level.
Okay.
So that'll be 4, 6,
3,
and
4, 5, yeah,
I'll do
6.
5.
Demolished. All the deer gone. Okay. Very easy hunting mission. Some of them not super good for meat because very much pieces gone. This one missing 2 legs. Good shot. But it makes it
That
lighter.
was me?
I think so.
Okay. I'll take your word on it. Okay.
Nope, this one was mine.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
And she like loads up 5 of them. Do you think you could grab other 5?
I think I could potentially grab 1. Because I can't do a new spell yet. So we didn't sleep.
Let me see what I can do here. She puts 2 more on her shoulders and puts 2 more underneath. Okay, 8 should be fine. You grab 1, I have 7.
Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, I don't have anything else I could
Put it.
possibly
I was
do.
gonna say, put it in the sphere and roll it like a hamster.
That lasts for only a minute, though.
That would be so disgusting. All the
Yeah.
blood.
They're all just like fumbling over, like blood's leaking everywhere. Absolutely foul.
What other traits? What other thing do you have?
Tensor's floating disc. Great spell.
I have Mage Hand. Can I like drag one behind us?
No, Mage Hand can barely lift 10 pounds.
Okay.
You guys all meet
Yeah.
back up with 5 wolves and 8 deer.
Yeah.
And all head back to the camp. You have a very lovely feast that is cooked by Damie and Temment, I believe, are the cookers. Temment is, and Damie is. I was right. I'm so good at what I do. They kind of take all the lumber for all the different fires, put them together, and have several different spit roasts over a much larger bonfire. They kind of just ramshackle put together, but it cooks all the food very easily. You all get a great meal, and I almost said Raskus, and Giltesh didn't have to die. And then we move to the next day. So you all can take a long rest. You are officially level 10. You have all your new stuff. And we can go through a couple days if you want to stay here for a couple days. We can just blow through some stuff real quick.
Do we... I can't remember. Did Enos already talk to people about helping us with the Tanzian family?
He talked to Mother, but not about Tanzian related stuff. Because
Okay.
he wanted to talk to the elders, and all of the elders were incapacitated.
Gotcha. So it's right now it's mostly just being around and gaining the trust of the tribe and
Yeah.
helping out and stuff.
Sartine does not leave your guys' side, as she wants to know.
Mostly doesn't leave
as-
Giltesh's side.
Yeah, because she wants to make sure that she is with you to hunt a Hydra. Which means I have to build her character sheet now. On the next day, the 12th of Oras, since you guys haven't heard what day it is in a long time, the elders are starting to come to a little bit more. 10 is able to move. He's more conscious, but he's still in a very weakened state. So if you'd want to have a meeting with the tribe elders, you absolutely could on this day.
Is there,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, is there any way I could? I don't know if this would be a mother thing or an elders thing. I want to know, or if they know anything about elementals, since Enos knows primordial. They must have maybe some dealings with it. I'm trying to figure out how they would know primordial. So
I've been asking that since session 1, my friend.
Oh, okay.
But like, you can ask around. You never know who knows stuff.
Yeah, I guess I want to talk to Mother, because she would be the most knowledgeable, or would that be an elder situation? I guess is my question. Who's the most knowledgeable, Enos?
Mother.
Mother?
That is the correct
Okay.
answer.
Mother, I crave violence.
And
Yeah, we know, Elanora. We know.
we've been there.
Good
And
news.
I go over to Mother. I don't know, is she still healing people?
She's
Or what?
still staying in the elder building, but it's more of just making sure they're able to move, stuff like that. She's not really helping them too much because she's a frail old woman, so she can't really lift these heavier people.
Mm.
But she's just around to make sure that nothing happens to them at the moment, since they are in a weakened state. You walk in, and Alister is walking out at the same time, and he just looks ashamed. He doesn't even look you in the face as he just walks by.
I won't comment anything on it. Does he still have any burn marks on his back?
No.
Oh, because they probably healed it up. Okay. I just
Yeah, he
walk
looks
past
pristine again. Not a single scratch on his body.
him.
I want to catch Alister once you finish doing what you're wanting to do, Brian. But I'll try to when I see that he's looking ashamed.
Yeah, I want to go up to Mother. Hi.
Ah, the one who heals people. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I just have questions about your history, I guess.
Oh, you're... Usually it's the humans that ask about our history, but I'm very willing to speak to anybody about it. As long as there's no malice, of course.
No, I just have questions, and I'm trying to put pieces together.
Okay.
So this tribe is made out of humans and giants, Goliaths.
Primarily Goliaths. Most of the giant kind that stayed with us have passed away because there wasn't many of them left, so it kind of became an ancestral thing, which is why Grenjar looks the way he does.
Ooh.
Yeah, so we don't have many giants left. Grenjar is probably the last giant of the Stormmane Tribe proper. That's not to say that there are not other giants around in the world.
Okay. Well, so do all of you know Primordial? Have you
No.
Okay. The only reason why I asked is because I wondered if there was any history of your tribe working with elementals.
Not elementals per se, but the origin of the giant language was closer to primordial.
Okay.
Because there are stone giants, there are fire giants, there are lightning giants, and very rare lava giants are still a thing. So it comes down to the idea that towards the beginning of time, they had their own languages to speak to each other that wasn't giant.
Hmm.
It wasn't until they started mingling with each other, creating the crossbreeds of giants, that the giant language started to first appear.
Okay. That makes sense. That answers my questions. I just was fascinated by this group of everything, actually. How just a dense community you all are.
Yes, their skulls are definitely dense.
That's not what I meant, but thank you for fielding my questions.
Yeah, no problem.
And I'm just making my way up.
If you need anything else from me, I'm always around. At least until I pass away, and then there becomes new mother.
I will keep that in mind. I'm still trying to figure out everything that has to do with healing, and I only get by because of my friend Ember here, and I kind of show the fire wolf.
I can understand why you're interested in primordial. Or at least why you think we'd have an interest in it. Huh. It's fairly ugly.
What? No! He's not. I just look down at him, just like, are you?
I don't think I am.
I don't think you are either.
Did that thing just speak to me?
He does that. He's nice.
Man, you came in
Long
with the
story.
questions, but now I'm the one with questions that I just don't really care to know the answers to be frank.
Dying tree, he was in it, or soul was in it. This staff.
Understood. You helped me very, very well yesterday with Alister, so I definitely appreciate that.
No problem. It gave me an opportunity to be useful. So,
I think you're always useful. You did a lot within that encounter with Alister yesterday.
yeah, I'm just never in the front line. And I don't know. Sometimes I just don't feel appreciated.
And it definitely shows heart that not even 10 minutes after you kill somebody that you want to help them, not knowing their full story.
There's a lot of evil in this world, and I'm just trying to make the best out of it.
That makes you better than most barbarians, so congratulations on that.
Thank you. Well, if there's anything else that you need, Mother, please let me know. We will be here for a couple of days, it seems.
Yes, I think Enos was saying that he wants to wait until his father is better. Or something. I don't know. I stopped listening to him after a certain amount of time. He kind of rambles on.
He really does.
The humans keep corrupting the ones that leave, it seems. But, oh well. What can you do about the human race?
And they say I'm the weird one.
I know, right? It's crazy.
So crazy.
And I walk my way out.
Yeah. Elanora, you're able to catch Alister on his way out. It seems like he's walking over towards the blacksmithing tent.
Alister.
Hmm.
I wanted to talk to you real quick. I know it's probably not the best time, but I couldn't help but notice your expression.
Yeah, well... Getting dethroned by someone weaker than me... It's insulting.
Kind of like nervously fiddling with my amulet, because I'm still having some flashbacks to the fight when I talk to him, but... We know what the blood bond does to people. We know it can change who you are, and will try to change who you are. And as much as I want to be mad at you and hate you, I can't bring myself to. And I can't speak for Enos or even the others, but just know at least someone forgives you. And I hope that you're able to find your new place back in this tribe. Because they need you.
I'm sorry, little lady. That's not his voice. I'm sorry, little lady, but... You're just kicking me while I'm down right now, and I'd much rather you just walk away before I snap that small neck of yours.
Am I in distance?
No.
Am I in earshot? Damn.
No.
Not be whatever your tribe is, human, Goliath. But I am not scared of you.
He just storms off.
As I'm still like mad fiddling with my amulet a little bit.
Do you want to have the meeting with the elders?
Yeah. I'll gather everyone, though. I'm not doing
I was gonna
this.
say, there's one more thing I want to do to see if I can do it.
Mm-hmm.
You said there's a blacksmith or whatever?
Yes, that's where Alistair just went. He went to go talk to Emil, the blacksmith.
I want to go there because I want to see if this staff can be turned into a spear. If it's used with the same wood.
Okay. You walk into the little blacksmith hut. You can see the smoke kind of billowing out of one of the sizable holes at the top of it. And you see Alistair and Emil. Emil is a dark gray skin. He's about 8 feet tall. Very bald. No hair on his body.
Okay.
And he has a large set of goggles that hang around his neck. And you walk in and you hear Alistair talking to him. Since Blood Bomb was taken from me, I don't have any other weapons. I did really like the Morning Star, because that is what my dad trained me to use. Do you have a Morning Star that I could use to help the tribe? What, little Alistair needs my assistance? like gets in his face a little bit because Alistair's head's been down ever since coming back. Yes, Alistair, I can build you a morning star. This one's not going to be magical. You know that. I don't magic things. I just build them to a usable degree. They're not good weapons, Alistair. Yes, I know. I have to go to the humans to get stuff made better, but I can't do that right now, especially if pussy boy Enos is going to be running this place. Come on, Alistair. You can't talk about him, especially in front of one of his friends. And Alistair looks over, sees you, and immediately shuts up.
Oh, what was that? You were saying something. Don't stop on my account.
He just wants a weapon made. Good job with what you all did yesterday. You don't see that very often anymore. What can I help you with, sir?
Kai's the name.
Got it.
I have this staff, and I just want to know if there's any way you can make this staff become a spear.
Is it magical?
Yes, it is. And I heard part of that conversation, so I understand. I just wanted to see if it was feasible.
I could try. Most of my work is very crude. I work with rough irons, predominantly. But if it's just shaving a little bit of it, I could do that. Is there a core on this tool?
There is a gem.
Okay. So I think as long as I don't break that, it should be fine.
Yes. But it's important that the same wood is intact.
Yeah, that should be fine. I can chop it up real quick.
Okay.
That's
How much would I have to pay?
Pay.
Never mind. If you're willing to, yeah.
Oh, you're talking about monetary stuff.
Yes.
I forget that outsiders work in things of monetary value. That's not how we do stuff here.
Okay. I really appreciate it.
Yes, seeing that you are close associates with Chief Enos at the moment, I think we will waive off whatever pay you would do.
Great.
So I will take a stick, and he does it very quickly, and he puts it into a very nice spear point for you.
Great.
I think this should do, and I wasn't even close to the gem.
Thank you so much.
As he's handing it to you, he flicks it real quick and hits Alistair in the chin. Oh, I'm sorry, Alistair. I can start working on your morning star now. And Alistair just stands there and takes it. Anything from Giltesh before Elder meeting?
Not really.
Well said.
Not really. Yeah. I don't know, I'm trying to look around. Blacksmith doesn't benefit me, so... I mean, well... Can I guess, try to look at the... Well, Enos didn't tell me about, the cave painting thing, so I don't know about that, so...
You can just wander around.
Yeah, I like to wander around, and then if I do end up seeing that, I want to see if anything sticks out.
Yeah, we can say you guys were talking about having the Elder meeting, and you were inquisitive about where is that, and you just started surrounding the building, which has the iconography and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd just like to look around and see if anything looks familiar, if I can make out anything, or what.
It's a lot of like vague iconography of mountains, thunderstorms, jungle. Then there seems to be a lot of combat between tall creatures and smaller creatures, hiding amongst the jungle, things like that. And you just get an idea that it's a vague history, but because of the way time has taken to it, the older stuff has been weathered out, wood has been getting replaced, so there's just sections missing that someone has then redone, but in a more beautiful style and like stuff like that.
Okay.
Like you get mountains, storm, like thunderstorm, moving to the jungle, and just a lot of fighting. There's so many different iconographies of war fighting, whether it's tall creature fighting tall creature or tall creature fighting smaller creatures.
Okay. That's fine. I didn't know if there was anything else that could have like jumped out at me.
Yeah,
That's all.
nothing super big. It's a very simplistic for what it is.
Okay. Then yeah, I'm good. I'll just wait till the meeting then.
You all walk inside of the Elder Building for the meeting with the Elders. And that is where we are going to end for tonight.
Yeah.
We will see you in a few weeks because we have Christmas coming up. I have a different show next Sunday, so I will not be able to host anything. Thank you all for playing.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you all for watching. And we'll see you hopefully
In
before the
2023.
hopefully before then. Hopefully before the new year, but it's a very small likely chance that will happen. Goodbye.
Goodbye.